Hello, my name's Lisa, JJ Moon 2 such as Gamers everybody. Right now I want to give my original Season 3, Episode 14 review called A Streetcar Named Desiree. And this episode of Originals was fantastic. Not just because it was a crossover event, just because so much shit has happened. Um, like the Vampire Diaries, Stefan is in New Orleans. He's with Klaus. He's trying to help Freya, Lucian, and Haley to stop the Strix from breaking the Sire Bond and from killing the Originals, and basically getting all wiped out. So here's the thing. We got a lot of stuff. We find out what happened to Lucian. Lucian freed Aurora, and there were talks about Aurora killing Klaus and all that stuff, and Lucian didn't agree with that. She sucked the blood out of him, and he got desiccated. That's what happened to Lucian. So now he's on Klaus's side again, and he's trying to help them and make sure Klaus doesn't die, because if Klaus dies, he dies. Another thing. The Strix had laid out their plan. They're gonna take out the sidelines of both Klaus and Elijah. They kidnap Elijah and Klaus, knock them out, and they go. You know that little supernatural world where it was a reality and it was not, and the only way to break free from this little world is to know what's in that room. What symbol are you? And they're in a room with Aurora and Tristan, and Aurora had Tristan, who is now still in the bottom of the ocean, always drowning again. The Strix have left him this reality where he could play music and all this stuff, basically keep calm and not worried about dying so much. And during this time, the Strix are Davina is going to break the storyline. She promised to Marcel that she'll break in, that Klaus deserves this, and so does the original family. You deserve to be free from them. Marcel's not too keen on the idea of killing Klaus either way, even if it's not with dying or none of that stuff. He just doesn't want to kill Klaus. I think Marcel still loves Klaus as a father figure, and he still does care for him. You know, he has a lot of hate and anger towards Klaus. It's that love-hate relationship of the originals. And what I loved about this episode of the originals was that it showed the balance of love, hate, and pain for all these family members. They say Tristan and Aurora were mocking the Elijah and Klaus about how it's always and forever speech. It's ludicrous and it's stupid, but in other terms, Tristan and Aurora would never betray each other, and it's always and forever with them, with Klaus and so many other good characters like Elijah and Rebecca. Always and forever works for them as well. So does Marcel when he means that stuff. It's about the pain and love of family. This episode was pretty dang terrific. And overall, let's see what happened. Klaus' sideline broke off. Elijah managed to break free. Freya helped him out with the help of Lucian by using him and his ancient vampire, him being an ancient vampire, using his magic and draining his power to basically stop them to get out of this reality. And at the end of the day, Klaus' storylines broke off. So Stefan, Damon, Lucian, and so many other characters are now free. Free from, and Marcel is now free from Klaus' storyline. Klaus felt them gone, and so now they're free. And now Davina took the blood, and Cole is back. Cole, the original Cole, is back, and I'm not sure whether he's gonna be a vampire, werewolf. I mean, not werewolf, vampire, or witch, or original vampire. But it's gonna be interesting to see where it's gonna lead off, especially with Cole returning to meet his family. Cole and Davina, I just love that little part. It's like, I never doubted you, Davina St. Clair. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Davina, I understand where she hates Klaus and all that stuff, and how she got Cole back. And right now she's in the outs with Marcel again because she gets that he loves her and that he'll always do stuff that will make her angry, but she understands it, but she's still pissed off that Marcel didn't trust her enough. But overall, it was a pretty fantastic episode. Stefan and now he basically let Reina Cruz appeared, and yeah, when the Strix have this kidnapped and they have this army at the gate, Reina Cruz comes along, and they're ancient vampires. They know about Reina Cruz. Reina Cruz is not as old as the original vampires or ancient vampires, but they know how tough Reina Cruz is just because of the fact that they cannot kill her, and if they do kill her, she can regenerate, come back and get them. So, Reina Cruz is a big problem for all ancient vampires. I mean, Reina Cruz can actually kill them. She just needs the Sword of Phoenix. They could put them to sleep, or she could actually slice their heart off. They could behead her, they could chop her head off. I mean, they could take her out of her heart, and she'll come back alive. And that's the problem with Reina Cruz. So this episode just made Reina Cruz's character on the villain for the Vampire Diaries more credible, and yeah, more scary and more awesome. Darting, since the Strix has been taken down, and Aurora and Tristan, that little thing of that little supernatural reality was broken. Tristan is now back to being going underwater, drowning over and over again, and Klaus has buried Aurora alive. And then she's like, "No, please, just kill me." He's like, "No, the fishes will eat your brother, the worms will eat you," and that is just so Klaus. And I feel bad for Aurora, but Jesus Christ, um, that was so freaking messed up with just with Aurora and Tristan, how they went off. And here's the thing: if this show was on cable, there was something they would at least kiss that brother and sister. I'm sorry, but Tristan and Aurora's relationship is like incestual relationship. I kind of believe that a little bit with Klaus and Rebecca too at the beginning, obviously because Joseph Morgan and Claire Holt's chemistry was off the charts, but still very interesting. And yeah, that would have happened if this was a cable show, or at least a kiss. It would have happened for sure. Um, Learning Aya and Elijah, we get to so much more detail how Elijah abandoned them, and Aya says, "Kill me because I rather not still be sired to a. How could I truly love someone who I'm always like a slave into, which is Elijah. Elijah had a white oak stake. He could have white oak stake gun, and he could have killed her, but he couldn't. And so Haley decides to stake her. Haley has now staked Aya. Aya is now gone from the ancient original vampires districts. We'll see how long they're gonna last without Aya. Maybe Marcel will still stay the leader, and he'll be okay. Stefan's returning back to New Orleans, and he says to Klaus, "Go easy on Haley," and Klaus says the same thing about Caroline and all that stuff. So it's just a very interesting episode. I like Lucien coming back. Maybe he'll stick around. Like his relationship with Freya. Maybe there'll be something. Maybe not. I kind of hoping, but yeah. But it was a pretty dang fantastic episode. The only sad part is, to me, Vincent and Cammy weren't around. I know Vincent's probably he doesn't want to get involved with vampire business. I don't know why Cammy wasn't around. I mean, she was training. Well, maybe she didn't think she would be that helpful. So maybe that's why Cammy wasn't there. But overall, a pretty dang fantastic episode of the originals. The Sirenland of Klaus is broken. He's vulnerable now. People could try to kill him as much as they want right now. And so can Elijah. Well, Elijah's bound by them, so they're not going to kill Elijah or Rebecca. It's going to be interesting how we're going to get Rebecca back now that the threat is kind of over with in a way. We don't know officially how long it's going to last, and we don't know how Klaus is going to disappear in 3 years. And where's Baby Hope? I really want to see Baby Hope. But overall, a fantastic episode of the crossover event. I just thought it was fantastic. So yeah, the original season 3, episode 14, a streetcar named Desiree. What a freaking fantastic episode. So yeah, everyone subscribe your flags, create down the bottom, leave comment down below, let me know. Respect my opinion, I respect yours. My name's Lee, signing off for you. Good day, everybody. Bye.